In Gaza, there are tents, but no poles. They're among items Israel has blocked from coming in on aid trucks. Water purifiers and medical supplies have also been stopped. That's according to an Egyptian Red Crescent document seen by Reuters and sources in Gaza. At the heart of the issue is this question: are these items for civilians or Hamas? Israel inspects trucks bound for Gaza and confiscates items it thinks could have both civilian and military purposes, or what's known as dual-use potential. It's part of a policy that long predates the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel and ensuing war in Gaza. Israel denies blocking such items. The issue of which items do or don't get through has become all the more urgent as the conflict has displaced most of Gaza's population and sparked shortages of food, water, and medicine. Among those items are water purifiers. The Red Crescent document, which is from mid-December, says 1,200 of them have been blocked by Israel. Moheb Al-Shayer owns a desalination plant. He says he hasn't been able to switch filters since the start of the war. The Israeli Defense Ministry agency that coordinates aid deliveries with the UN and humanitarian groups says filters have, in fact, entered Gaza. It adds over 12,000 U.S. tons of medical supplies have gotten in too.
We are not refusing anything.
Here's Colonel Elad Goren.
All of those are entering every day, hundreds of trucks into Gaza. And I hope that the UN will increase their capacity to take more and to distribute more.
But doctors working in Gaza tell a different story. At this facility, an X-ray technician says his hospital is facing a shortage of discs needed to read images. There's a shortage of dialysis machines too, according to a patient spokesperson. Dr. Suaib Al-Hams chairs the board of directors at the Kuwait hospital. Our hospitals today have become mass cemeteries where hundreds are dying, he says. It's hard to pin down what exactly is considered dual use because there's no public list. When asked, the Israeli agency referred Reuters to an online document from 2008.
Thank you so much for your patience and happy Friday. Let me start with a statement from Martin Griffiths, the Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs. He says that 3 months since the horrific attacks of October 7th, Gaza has become a place of death and despair. He said the humanitarian community has been left with the impossible mission of supporting more than 2 million people, even as its own staff are being killed and displaced, as communication blackouts continue, as roads are damaged and convoys shot at, and as commercial supplies vital to the survival of people there are almost non-existent. OCHA, and is available also on their website. And his office today tells us that we and our partners continue to do all we can to meet the massive needs in Gaza. However, they say the current response is only meeting a fraction of people's needs. On the food security front, our partners continue to do all they can to support people in Gaza, but they are constrained by security risks and mobility constraints. That in December, the World Food Programme reached more than 9. As the SG said repeatedly, really what is important is really to work towards the two-state solution, to have first the humanitarian ceasefire, to try to find a way to address the immense and growing needs of the population there, to facilitate the aid of humanitarian delivery, to release all the hostages, and to resume work seriously towards a two-state solution.
I wanted to ask about the proposal that's come from the Israeli Defense Minister, Yoav Gallant.
خلي ابوك يقطعك يا رياض اطلق.
انا كمان تحقيق بشوف اللون بشوف كم مبسوط والتوابل خلص لسه هيك
انت بدي بشكل خلافه. لا يا فاضي ما تيجي على فلافل ولا حاجه.
احنا جايين نازحين هان من شجاعية بس واكل مع اولادي فاتحين بسطة فلافل يترزقوا منها بناكلوا.
خلونا يعني واحد كثير خلونا